Hello YouTube, this is Steven Tauber. This is TalbyReacts. Today I want to talk about Witcher 3, which is this game. Witcher 3 is done by a company called Project Red, CD Project Red. They're, I believe, Polish. They're a northern European company. They made this game called Witcher. One of the coolest things I like about it is they made this really cool thank you letter that they sent to all their people. Kind of thank you for buying this game and help supporting our family, which I really like as a company. Is a solid. My thoughts is it's a solid game for what I played. I haven't played any Witcher games actually at all. I'm pretty brand new. I've actually heard one of the things I was kind of scared originally was it was kind of hard to get into. Witcher 2 made it really difficult for the person to kind of get into that world. But I think overall, I played about 6 or 8 hours so far, and I feel I've gotten pretty invested into this world, and they kind of made it really easy to understand the story. I've heard the second one is more about kind of the world, like the different factions and stuff like this, and this is more about kind of Geralt, which is the main character. So far, what I've seen is the plot is you're Geralt, I think he's fairly old Witcher, and he's trying to find this kid, this girl named Ciri, who got abducted years ago, that they raised, and so they're on the search for this person who has reappeared, and he's going throughout the kingdom looking for this girl. And so far, I've made it to finally the big map that you finally delve into. It's been really interesting. There's been a lot of different monsters. I think I've encountered 12 or so different monsters, and every time I look around, there's always a different one. With one of the things I really love about this game is kind of the way it does. It changes from day to night, the different weather cycles. Like you can be in like a total rainstorm, it'd be very sunny outside, it could just change. It's like a very, I believe they've talked about it, it's almost an unnatural type of weather cycle. They almost make it very similar to now almost. And it's very interesting to see that because it makes it really, like when it sunsets, it's very pretty. And so it's really interesting. One of the hardest things to do in these open world environments is just to make it feel old, make it feel like it's been used. Immediately you feel like it's been used, like you're introduced with this Northgard, I think is the name, kingdom, and they're like dominating and trying to dominate the north. And you're supposed to try to help this king. It feels like, and you're dealing with all these different factions. And so like even the different small communities are like what do we support and stuff like that. And so like there's various different battlefields. Like one of the first missions that you have to you can do, one of the side quests you can do is go find one of these guys' brother in one of these battlefields. And what's really interesting is even the side quests have really good, like, detailed stories. Like, you randomly help this person. Like, for instance, I was heading down this monster and found out it really wasn't a monster. It was actually a group of hells who were trying to survive, try to stay away from these different, these different human forces. And so, like, it's really interesting how they detail it and make it feel like it's definitely a worn, civilization. One of the things I don't like as much is the graphics kind of can take it out of it. Like, the 30, like, when it drops from 60 to 30, I'm not a big fan. Like, I don't talk about this very much, but you can definitely tell it stutters. And so you have to take that in consideration whenever you play this. I believe they actually had to lock the Xbox One version or something like that to like 30 frames, because honestly you would actually not going to get very much of it. It was something really ridiculous. But anyways, it's still a very pretty game. I have no complaints about. There's been some interesting things about them. The version they showed before wasn't as like highly as much. Like the graphics were a lot more than what they've shown now. I still think it's pretty graphically significant. It definitely makes the PS4 push really hard. I haven't really had any bad PS4 problems. It stuttered. The game saves have had somewhat problems. So you may want to actually save your game, like try to actually save and not use the autosaves. But other than that, it makes it really fun. Finding new towns, finding new missions. You're gonna get pretty much your ass handed to you because immediately when you go to that big map, you're like level 3, and then you're going to fight pretty much level 9 monsters, and so you will get beaten. So learn how to dodge, learn how to do these different spells and stuff like that. It's just been fun. I'll tell you hopefully a little bit more after I play it some more. It's been fun. I believe I'm going to continue to try to push through it, and I may give you a video in the coming future about what I think, more my final thoughts about this thing. I definitely say pick it up. It's well worth your $60 because I think they're going to give you a lot of free content as well. I think they're giving you 16 DLC, if I'm not mistaken, kind of throughout this year. That is for free, which is a very nice thing to do. I hope you like this video. Comment and tell me how you like The Witcher. It's definitely a really good game. Tell me and just give me your thoughts because I always like to hear interesting, especially if you don't like it. I want to hear about that. Why don't you like this game? Comment, like it, and then also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And thank you. All right.